So, well, once again, we see our friend Cyberball. So this study was done by Eisenberg, also Naomi Eisenberg, who did a lot of these types of imaging studies with regards to social exclusion. So what she did was they measured baseline physical pain sensitivity before Cyberball. They gave people a series of heat stimuli. They touched them with this hot rod, and they asked them to rate their pain. Okay. Then they stuck them in the MRI scanner, and they rated their distress from the Cyberball exclusion. And then during the last 30 seconds of the Cyberball game, they received 3 additional painful heat stimuli and rated the pain of each. So what did they find? They found that the participants with higher baseline sensitivity to physical pain, were more sensitive to physical pain at the outset, also tended to be more sensitive to social rejection during the exclusion. So, and it affected even after controlling for neuroticism. So, wow. So it does this. One of these the implications of this overlap between between social and physical pain here seem to be borne out. So we seem to be accumulating this mountain of evidence that there may be they may be very much the same. They also found that the more socially distressed participants felt during the Cyberball, so the higher their social pain, the greater was the reported pain in response to the noxious heat stimuli afterwards. So the impact of exclusion predicted sensitivity to physical pain. So when they exposed people to an experience that pushed up or potentiated their social pain, they also saw an elevated physical pain response. So there's pretty compelling evidence that there's something, that there is at least some overlap. Then a very interesting study was done by DeWall and Professor Donald and some others. Did what we affectionately call the Tylenol study. Randomly assigned participants to receive either a daily dose of Tylenol, 1,000 milligrams, or a placebo over a period of 21 days. Okay. And then each evening, participants recorded questions regarding the degree to which they felt emotionally hurt during the day. Okay. Over a period of 21 days, either got Tylenol, acetaminophen, or a placebo. All right. What did they find? They found that the people receiving placebo, this is the horizontal axis is number of days, so as time progresses, there was no change for the placebo group. But the acetaminophen, the Tylenol group, experienced a significant drop in pain sensitivity. In the hurt feelings that they reported over that period of time. So, they also found that compared to the placebo group, participants who took the acetaminophen showed less activity in the DACC and the insula. Remember, those are 2 areas involved in social and physical pain. So, what we have here, apparently, is a drug that is very commonly used to soothe physical pain, also appears to soothe social pain. Now, the exact mechanism by which this operates is unknown. To tell you the truth, we're just now starting to learn how Tylenol even works. I think in 2006 was the first study that was published that actually provided some sort of glimpse as to how Tylenol even works. Whether this would work with other analgesics, we don't know. There's differences in how analgesics work. For example, Tylenol works by a central mechanism, whereas aspirin works by peripheral mechanisms, which may not have the same kind of social pain quelling effects. But once again, another little piece of evidence in the puzzle that seems to show that social and physical pain are very much alike. So in sum, social isolation is a killer. It's a killer, it will kill you, so don't do it. Social support can protect you against cardiovascular disease, boost immune competency, and improve post-stroke outcomes. Social disconnection can set in motion processes such as inflammation we saw, the stress response, and that if chronic can totally wreck your health. So don't do it. Please abstain from social disconnection. And our health is not so much influenced by our relationships, but rather it's intimately, profoundly dependent on our social connections. So I even think, I would like to even just go so far, just to throw out just a thought, so just a point to think about on your way home, that that really your health, you can kind of think about the traditional view of health was that our health was determined by what was inside the body, inside our skin. You know, if the functioning of our heart and our lungs and our skin and everything was working, we were healthy. Okay? I would like to suggest that we need to expand that view of health to include the social environment. Okay, so the integrity of the connections, the integrity of the body inside our skin is crucial to health. But also the integrity between our body. Just like we depend on the integrity between heart and lungs, we depend on the integrity between ourselves and others around us in order to maintain health. So it's that we're that integrated with others. And so if you remember only one thing from this class, I hope it will be that spending the time to nurture, that you spend time to nurture relationships and strengthen relationships, minimize at all costs hostility and conflict, not at all costs, but minimize as much as possible. Maximize caring, compassion, and help for others. And if you live in a way that is rich in positive social connections, you will have done, I think, more than almost anything else for your health than just about anything else you could do. And I think that is the secret of the social factor. The end.